What's happening, everybody? Horror DJ here with another commentary filled with explosions and deaths and fun and everything else that we've come to expect from Battlefield 3. Conquest on Damavand Peak. I'm using the G36C in Super Death Speed mode to start the game. I'm not gonna lie, I died 14 times in this game. I think I had 24 kills, something like that. Was the ace of got the ace ribbon. I had pretty much no squad. One of the guys spent the entire match just flying around in the helicopter. The other guy was, I don't even know what the hell he was doing. I think nothing for most of the game. I couldn't spawn on him half the time. He was trying to snipe. I don't know if he did a whole lot. They didn't really score very high. But you know, you deal with what the hand that you're dealt. That's what I was trying to say there. Today, I really don't want to talk a whole lot about the gameplay. I actually want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's going on in my life right now. It's kind of an exciting time. We recently just got the go-ahead from a friend of ours that works for one of the colleges here in Illinois, that we actually are getting an entire weekend in one of the buildings to ourselves. We are filming a movie. Yeah, I know, it's pretty exciting. About, I don't know, 2 years ago or so, my friend Mike and I were at a company meeting, and it was quite possibly the most boring and painful meeting I've ever sat through in my life. And it was one of those big corporate meetings where all the way from the very top down to the lowliest employee was there. And if they weren't there, they were there via video conference. It was a huge meeting that really was more of a rah-rah session than it was anything else. Yeah, right here I'm hiding from a tank. It didn't work out too well for me in the end. I did get one shot on it, though. So, we get the idea that we're going to write a movie. We're going to write a zombie comedy movie about the experience. Corporate retreat out in the middle of nowhere, and an employee that was jaded sets off a device that turns everybody there with a cell phone on them into a zombie. Unless our hero at the time was a deaf guy and a waitress who had swimmer's ear. It was ridiculous and it was stupid. There was a lot of funny stuff in it, but it was a full hour and 40-minute film if we would have actually filmed it. I mean, we had it storyboarded, dialogue, everything was ready to go. Just honestly, we're two guys with, you know, regular incomes going to get that kind of money to fund a full movie in the middle of Illinois without maxing out all of our credit cards. My buddy Mike's got a couple kids and a wife, obviously. Me, I have a house and a dog and a car and some student loans. You know, I could probably get away with it a heck of a lot more than he could. I have a lot less to lose. But we just kind of shelved it. Well, Mike's never gotten it out of his head that he really wants to make a movie. And his other friend Mike, so it's Mike and Mike, or sometimes Matt as we call them. That's a long story as well. Mike's actually made a couple films before. Just small little, like 20-minute, 15-minute shorts. And they were being interviewed, and the guy kept calling them Matt instead of Mike, so hence the sometimes Matt Productions. But anyway, so Mike's got this script all, kind of fleshed out, gives it to me, asks me for a little bit of advice here and there on a couple things that he wants to do. I come up with some decent ideas for him, and we get it all put on paper. We start storyboarding it out during the slow times at work sometimes. Not that we're supposed to, but honestly, if we get, you get your work done at work, as long as you're ready, if something were to happen, no big deal. You can kind of get away with that stuff a little bit. So, he gets a hold of his other friend, and they actually get us an entire weekend where we can film on this college campus. One of the guys that was actually, they held some auditions, a few auditions here and there, and they got the lead, they got another main character, and one of the guys that they were looking at for one of the parts actually never got back to him, so basically they cut him and offered me the role, so I'm actually going to act in this, and I'm going to do quite a bit of the makeup as well. It's kind of cool the way we've got this set up, that the people that are going to be helping us with this on campus are in association with some of their teachers for their classes. So they're actually going to get college credit for making a couple of goons from Central Illinois' movie. The lady that does all of their makeup and everything for their college plays is involved, and she's got her students from like a cosmetology school or something that's in the area. They're going to come and actually get credit for helping us out with the makeup. I've got quite a few like tips and tricks and stuff from being a nerd, basically, that's really into horror movies, hence the name Horror DJ. I've got quite a bit of knowledge on how to apply like dead people makeup and zombie makeup and vampires, not the sparkly stupid ones, real vampires, damn it. I'm not kidding here. Just, that kind of makeup with the different small appliances. I mean, I can't make full-blown stuff that you see on TV. I can't make some of those full prosthetics. I just don't have the resources actually to do it. I can actually make them, I'm sure. I just, I don't have all the stuff, and I don't have the money to go out and get the entire kits that you need for that. But I can do some pretty cool stuff with, liquid latex, silicone, filler, and some fake blood, and a little bit of paint. It actually looks pretty realistic. A couple years ago, a buddy of mine wanted to be Beetlejuice for Halloween, so I did his makeup. I actually took like this oatmeal paste and painted it and put it, how he's got those like creepy crawly things on the corners of his head around his hairline. I made all that stuff, got his paint all the way done. It looked fantastic. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm going to be helping out with doing the makeup and doing some of the props, and I'm actually going to have a small part in the movie. I actually am one of the heroes' motivation for wanting to stop the zombie apocalypse. He just wants the opportunity to basically, hopefully, he hopes that I'll get bit so he can kill me. So it's a pretty cool. It should be pretty funny. Mostly it's going to be it's goofy stuff that we're going to find hilarious, and probably the people that are going to get to see it are going to find funny, just because it's, we know most of the people that are going to see it. Every year in November, it's like the weekend after Halloween, a week or two after Halloween roughly, these guys that we know, Drunken Zombie, they have their own film festival in Peoria, Illinois. And since the very first one, my friends and I haven't missed a single movie. It's 2 full days of nothing but gore and just some of the worst and some of the best horror movies you'll ever get a chance to see if you could go to something like that. If you get the opportunity, honestly, if there's a local film festival, go. Unless it's like something you just really don't like. Like, for me, it would be like art house films and that kind of stuff. I really don't enjoy that stuff. But if it's comedy or horror or something goofy like that, and usually it's going to be horror, because honestly, horror fans are the most passionate fans about movies. It's kind of like video game people. We'll turn out, if somebody's playing a video game somewhere, we'll go. We'll camp outside for that shit. We don't care. But, go. If you get the opportunity, go. But we're going to get a chance to actually play our movie. It's Mike's movie, but obviously I'm going to be a part of it and helping out. So I'm going to consider it part mine, too. But we're going to get a chance to play that in front of a theater with maybe 50, 60 people in it, and get a chance to actually submit it for other people to see it. Now, in between that time, I've actually written a script. It's not funny. It's a pretty serious subject. But obviously I'm going to put a horror, gross spin on it. It's about DUI, actually. And it's something I feel pretty passionate about. I used to work in a police department. And some of the things that you see and some of the things that you hear, they're not pretty. And it really sours your stomach to the way things are. So, in the meantime, after we film my buddy's film or movie, when we're finished with that, we're actually going to travel back here to home, good old, right by Illinois State University. We're going to come back out here and just take one afternoon and film mine. Mine's only going to be 15 to 20 minutes long, tops. Probably around the 15-minute mark. The one Mike's doing is probably going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. Once we get those finished and rendered, I'll actually put them up on YouTube. I'll put them up on my site. Obviously, they're going to be on a couple other websites as well for people to view before we have the official viewing. But I'm excited. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's something I've always wanted to see. It should be a good time. I know it's going to be a lot of work. I'm probably not going to sleep for a couple days during it and around it. And then afterwards, when we have to edit and chop all the software, it's going to be an experience, and it's going to be a fun time for us. Hopefully when everything gets done, you guys will be excited to see it. Like I said, I'll post it on here. We're not going to even film until April, so we had to wait until we could get some time where there wasn't going to be a lot of things going on at the school. So, I hopefully we'll have enough people around for extras. If you guys anybody's from around Galesburg, Illinois, or know anybody in the Galesburg area, and they want to be an extra, they want to be a zombie, or they want to be a student that turns into a zombie, or just a dead body or whatever, something goofy, have them send me a message here on YouTube or the Don't Revive Me Bro website. My name's Horror DJ and everything, so have them look me up, and hopefully I can get them the dates and times and where they need to be, and get them in the movie. Obviously we're not going to pay it because we're not getting paid. So if the people making the movie and the people in the movie aren't getting paid, I don't think anybody should get paid, right? All right, well, this video is about wrapping up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story. But yeah, that was my last kill right there. And I go to turn the corner here, and victory. That's it, guys. Have a good time. Have a good night. We'll see ya.